I should probably test the audio and you got sure when I'm typing it. My sensitivity. Louder? I don't know. Up. Still not. Oh, okay. I was having the wrong number. Oh, right. There we go. $46 more fucking scales, dude. And then I'll up, probably could switch just to the main. I don't really see my. No, it's I know Relink is out. The demo's out for some people. A local, it comes out. The demo is available. It's locally 12 midnight for you, so I still got an hour and a half. I download it. I don't have to wait because I think it's 90 gigs, man. At least that's what it says on Steam, is that you should have 90 gig space. No, I'm gonna have to wait. Another AC and a couple of my buddies, they went. I say a couple of my buddies, but went and downloaded it by setting their PlayStation in a different region. I was like, oh. He's been playing it all goddamn day. It's like, oh, fuck that. Yo, I see the emoji. Oh, it didn't pop up. Oh, that's why I don't have it on live chat. I have it on top chat. Fucking. Can I put this? Can I dock the chat widget into my OBS? Can. Very nice. On the side here. I didn't test the audio, so I don't know how loud I am in comparison to the game. What a mic. Is it bad? Oh, you sound quite quiet, okay. It's fucking garbage, bro. Oh, this is the problem I'm having on the main. I click onto it, it overlaps the fucking. Okay, let's fix this. Oh fuck. That's good. Okay, that's good. Yeah, moving my PC around a whole bunch, and the mixer's gotten messed up, and I have the mixer kind of tucked away now, and I haven't changed it, and since I don't really voice chat much anymore, I don't know how the volume and stuff is. So this guy Lindwurm, effectively, he was the prelude to the Six Dragons, and those fights that came out after him. And what he does is he drops a scale that is used to trade in for Dragonic weaponry. You can only have one of them equipped in your grid, and it gives you a shitload of defense. People use it for when they're challenging high-end content, and I didn't have the fire one made during the Fire War, or before the Fire War, so I had to fucking make it right quick. And it helped a bunch, but the way that the war is set up, characters, that the boss puts a lot of buffs on himself. You have to dispel that, as well as they'll put debuffs on you that you need to dispel. And if your team doesn't have any, then you're just fucked. It's not gonna happen. And what was notorious with this recent boss is that she put on damage cut, fixed damage taken, and evade. So you had, if you wanted to kill her anytime soon, you had to have at least 3 dispels. Whenever she had her trigger activate, which was like every 2 to 3 turns. And then she had HP triggers that once she hit a certain threshold, she would apply the buffs again. So if you didn't have the dispels, you just really couldn't do it well. That was a big pain in the ass. It was funny because most of the community was upset since that the new character that came out, Grand Zeta, she's able to dispel every one of her auto attacks. You can play it wherever. I currently have it in Japanese because I use the when the dialogue pops up, I use it to practice reading. But if you wanted to, you can go and switch the language around. I'll have the bottom bar. I don't usually play with the bottom bar on. Though unfortunately signing up, you have to use your browser to translate it. But anyone can play anywhere. You don't need a VPN. The only issue is that even with there you go. See, even though side games themselves manage this, there are some times where the localization translation isn't exactly correct. Which is, I mean, it makes sense, right? Because they're marketing the English for English speakers, so they have to adjust for English customs. I'm currently using BlueStacks because I don't have an Android phone. If I had an Android phone, I would just using it on my phone because the browser specifically that I'm using in BlueStacks is Skyleap, and whenever you do raids while using Skyleap, you get this currency that you're able to trade for extra loot. After this run, I'll show you what I mean. You're capped out every day on how much you can get, and that cap carries over to a weekly cap. But I don't like fucking with it. Skyleap isn't the best browser to play on because there's a little bit longer loading times. But dude, I'm playing from NA, dude. I get long load times no matter what the fuck I'm doing. Which long load times are only an issue when you're joining raids, trying to get your turn 1 or turn 2 done, to get your honors, and then go to the next one, or during war because you have to refresh a lot. I don't like when you're doing war. What you're supposed to do is whenever you see your turn pop up, you refresh. I bound a key on my keyboard to refresh. It's bound to a tap on the screen, so it's the little refresh button down here. You're supposed to do this if you want to go fast, because as long as you don't charge attack, otherwise known as Ogi, you don't get any lockout. So it's just, instead of watching the animation, this is just faster. But the downside is you have to look at the fucking screen the entire time. It's like, dude, I'm trying to watch anime, I'm not trying to do this shit. See, like, so where it says waiting up there in the upper left hand right now, that's just because I did charge attacks, and when you do a charge attack, the game partitions, like, it locks your account to, like, from any action, because it's designed in such a way that it call it, it segments a specific amount of time, or a minimum amount of time that you can act after you do an Ogi. So the more charge attacks you do, the bigger that window becomes. Because if you could just instantly charge attack every other turn, or instantly charge attack every turn, it'd be kind of busted. Yeah, dude, I am. Granted, I end up soloing most of it anyway, because my crew, they're way stronger than I am. So it's taken me about, I've been playing for about 10 months. And it's taken me 10 months of daily playing at level 201. But if you look at my crew, no one's remarked on this, by the way. I've our guild, our crew leader was the guy who made the crew. Our current crew leader is a different guy. They were up there with like 6k or 6 mil, and I was like, you know what, dude? I was farming so much slime. So I got so many rupees. I'll just do it that way. And it's been that way for months, and no one said anything. But it's funny to me. What matters? But anyway, so got 323, 297. Leon is kind of new, but also inactive. I guess it's because the roulette ended. So around Christmas time and anniversary, they do these things called roulettes, where you get daily, at least 10 daily rolls, but you can get up to 200. And so a lot of people come back to play, and they're called seasonal players for this. But you know, you have Odon, it's 213, Myth, who's 244. Imp Agent was the guy who founded the crew, 259. Reyna, he's our strongest player, he's 350. We have a couple 350s, but I can't show you because it only page for some reason. But anyway, like, for all intents and purposes, I shouldn't be in this crew, but because I'm friends with JC, they let me in. But so it's a big pain in the ass. But anyway, going back to the lockout thing, is the closer you are to Japan, the shorter the window is, because I guess it's just how fucking yeah, I'm rank 201. Like it's like an adventure rank, so to say. There's 350 current adventure ranks you can get to, but only 201. In terms of the war, yeah. In terms of the war, I didn't do so well. I got a total of 365 million honors. This took me a very long amount of time, and you've messaged me and you're like, yo, what's up, dude? I'm just like, fucking doing this board, dude. So it's a sad here. I spend that much. I spend so much time. 365, fucking 365 million, almost 366 million. You go to top members, no daily ones. Go to total earnings, 3.7 billion, 2.7 billion, fucking 2.2 billion. Just like, man, fuck it. It's tough, man. One second. And these people have been playing a lot longer than I have. JC was telling me like I should be at Myth's level because I'm ranked 200 now, and Myth doesn't do the harder raid, so I should be at his level. But the problem is, Myth has the fucking characters I don't, dude. Remnant 2 takes a lot of update. Jesus, it's just like installing the update itself. So I would assume the download speed wouldn't be the problem unless it's fucking 80 gigabytes like fucking ready or not. It's so dumb, dude. Patch sizes are too high. Too damn high. Yes. When I first started, I didn't have any of this shit set up. But I got so like OCPD about it. Yeah. Fucking not OCD. About it that I fucking broke it down by elements and all this shit. Even the same way with my generic ones, night and fights. So the issue that I was having, I was using a class called Lumberjack. Oh my god, verify the cache and Fuck, dude. You think? I mean, you would think, but when people, it's like we're talking about. When people pay for shit, they're just gonna be shit. I hear it's good though, so like at least the gameplay's solid. What this skill did is that it dispels. It gives me the dispel cancel, so they can't take my buffs every 5 turns, once every 5 turns. But then whenever the enemy uses a special attack, it clears 1 debuff, which is great. But the boss lady was doing 2 to 3 debuffs a turn. Try to trigger, and it's like, well, man, fuck. So the issue is that this character, he has a dispel for the buffs, but he only uses it on his charge attack, and he doesn't gain bar while while normal attacking. The only way he gets charge attack bar is when he uses his specific skills, which is Morgan wrote here. Which he'll do that at the end of a turn anyway, but it takes him 4 turns by himself to be able to Ogi. And when the character is doing their trigger every 2 turns, like, fuck. So, I have these 2 characters here, Michael and the Summer Maids. The Summer Maid can only dispel every 3 turns while she's Dorothy. Because this is a duo unit. Dorothy tag. You start off with Claudia, and then you tag in with Dorothy. 3 turns pass. You you tag Dorothy out to go back to Claudia. Just goes, and you want to do that because it buffs up her skills. So, realistically, it takes 6 turns to get it done. And then with Michael, her buff removal is at fucking 6 turns. And 3 Ogies, so that's what you could do. Yeah, so the reason why I'm not playing so much of Rising is my PS5 or POS5 is upstairs, and the room that it's in is currently taken up by other people's stuff, so there's no sitting space. So I can't even if I didn't get sick for like the entirety of December, it would still have a pain in the ass to when I went in there to play. Because it had such a limited amount of space, and then no one wants to help take care of the dog when I'm sick, so it's just like they were doing the bare minimum, so he was always full of energy, and whenever he saw me, he wanted to play. So I prioritize Shadow over a game. How it is. I think anyone would do that type of deal, but POS5, bro, is shit, dog. But yeah, like. And now the problem is I'm so far deep into the PS5 version that now that my acquaintance Terrence owns it on Steam, it's like, damn, dude, I don't want to have to regrind like 270 fucking levels on Siegfried. Like, fucking hell, dude. But yeah, it's just that's the big reason. When I can have my PlayStation and Switch and stuff set up back to my computer where I can actually have it connected and use my nice screen to play it, I'll be playing it more, but as it currently stands, that's the biggest hamper. And at first I didn't think it would be that bad, but I'm not playing on Wi-Fi firstly, so and the modem's right there. So what the levels matter for in the fighting game is what customization you have, and like, cause you unlock different colors and weapons and shit, and I don't want to go and unlock that stuff again. I like the colors and my coordination that I have set up as it is now. I don't want to go back and have to fucking be a plebe and be like, well, I only have 2 recolors, bro. I like my blue Siegfried with fucking his integrity that's blue instead of red. Yeah, I'm very vain in that regard. Plus, like, I spent fucking $80 on that shit. Like, dude, so I need to explain why I fucking did that. Because you never buy if you can't help it, you never buy a fighting game on PlayStation because the input delay and shit. It's fucking terrible, dude. But the reason why I bought that on and the reason I was gonna buy Relink until I found out. Oh no, I'm on LAN with the PC because I have the cable routed from upstairs to downstairs, but I only have 1 LAN cable. So if I wanted the POS5 down here, that would have to be on Wi-Fi. and currently it's connected right into the modem that's right next to it. So, but once I get things rearranged, I should have another cable, and that should be good. I just don't have to fucking deal with routing a cable through like a level of the house. it's a big thing. Yeah. So Reeling didn't have crossplay, or doesn't have crossplay, and they said, Fukuhara said that they don't even plan on putting it in there. So that's a big like fucking, I ain't buying that shit. And, like if it's on sale, like a real good discount, I'll pick it up so I get the bonus. But there are these characters called Eternals, or the Juten, and the Evokers. So these characters, there's 10 of each if I recall correctly. They are some of these two don't count. I should say already. This guy here, and then so 7 or 7 here and 6 here, they're event welfares. They're not actually Eternals here. But these other characters, they're either Evokers or Eternals, and they take so fucking long to get an upgrade. The Juten aren't so bad, but it's the Evokers that will get you. Ha ha ha. And there's this thing called full limit break, which is this blue star right here, or sorry, ULB, which is uncapped limit break. The 4-star here is the full limit break, but the blue one is the uncapped. And this adds new skills and shit for the characters. This is one of the best evokers after the uncap. But it takes months of grinding to get this shit, unless you want to sit there and spend all your time in the sandbox, which you could, and some people do that, but man, I got other shit to grind, you know what I mean? Like, even that I have 3 of the evokers now, it's the humidity. But even though I have 3 of the evokers, there's so much that I need to get done. Like, to get the evokers in the first place, you have to upgrade their respective tarot card summon. So like I've got cats unlocked, but I don't have them upgraded. I don't have them upgraded yet because I need to unlock Sleepy Potato, or Esterolia is his actual name. But anyway, these take they overlay in material, so you have to plan it, and so it takes so fucking long. But Rising had a quick recruit plus a domain bonus increase with it, and that shit's like just the fact that I spend money on buying it on the fucking console, but it saved me months of fucking grinding, dude. Because I got Hasalia, and even though her domain's not fully done, even though her domain's not fully done, I am leagues ahead of where I would be if I just normally did it. This is the big thing is you need materials to unlock the domain, dude. Yeah, they kind of fucked up. They don't call it Grand Blue Fantasy, they call it Grind Blue Fantasy. And I thought to myself, because one of my buddies recently got into the game, and I've been helping him out. And I say buddies loosely in the sense that it's like, I mean that's an entire thing. I don't really talk to people that much. I'll leave Discord messages, but if I'm not sat there actually talking to you for like 30 minutes, at a time, it's a fuck it type of thing. But anyway, the point that I'm getting at is he's gotten into the game, and I told him specifically because the person who got me into the game was JC, and JC is an endgame player, rank 350. He does all this shit, and he's like, "You gotta do this, that, and the third." I'm like, "Man, yeah, I want to do this, that, and the third." And I'm doing this, that, and the third, or I'm preparing to do this, that, and the third. I'm like, man, fuck my life. So, even though I sit there and I can complain about fucking Guild War being terrible, I don't want to fucking sit there and use the meta characters because I don't like the meta characters. Well, sometimes I don't like them. I like Percival, he's cool. But, I want to use character. Like, what the fuck's the point of playing a game if you're only gonna, like, it's all, I mean, technically it's all math anyways. It's all numbers. And, like, in these type of games. Like, so you want to get the best values to do what you need to get done, right? But they spend time making the story, right? It's like, I want to play the characters that I like. In this instance, I'm using... Well, you're using 2 meta characters right now in this party. Yes, I am. I don't really care for Vanya or Vampy. I like Lich because she's funny, and then I'm using Eliza because Eliza's one of my fucking favorite characters. Her and Stan, they're one of the first events that the game ever had, or one of the side stories the game's ever had, and they've gotten sidelined. I think Summer Eliza was the first new unit of those two in a couple years now, but she's really cool because she has playing what you like in gaming in this industry. But oh my god, I wish I could do numbers. Oh, I'm like, why isn't it refreshing? I was pressing T instead of pressing R for refresh. But yeah, so effectively, I'm sad you're trying to make the teams and stuff. I was real happy. My meat farming team wasn't the greatest. It was 4 buttons, which you really ideally want 0 buttons, and buttons correlate to how many skills that your team needs to press to get it done. But I was able to use all the Dragon Knights. I was able to use Siegfried, Lance, Lanchan, and Vayne, and then Percival. And so I was really happy that I could do that. I had that lore team. I gotta move this fucking heart in the way. I need low data games for my Panama trip. Oh, this is in a browser, so you don't really have to download anything. But it's one of those scenarios where it's like, man, that's hell you're walking into. Like, you don't have to do all the shit that I'm doing. Like, if you want to play the fucking story, you don't need to do half this shit. But if you want to, you know, get strong and like solo raids and shit, then you have to. And I like soloing raids, so I'm just kind of naturally compelled to do that. Oh, so she's at 1 HP, so she won't die, and she has full force counter. So whenever she gets hit, she hits back really fucking hard. But the thing is that most characters, when they have guts, they survive. They survive with 1 HP, and then if it's a multi-hit attack, they die to the second hit, the follow-up hit. But since hers is unkillable for 3 turns, she just doesn't fucking die, dude. And it's a 6-turn cooldown, so it has a 50% uptime, and it's like, fuck it, dude, that's tight, man. So that's probably why she's so good, is that she does a lot of damage, and she's really hard to get rid of. But she also has stuff like she makes her team more tanky and increases the damage they deal over a certain amount of turns. Like in this case, 21 turns later, or not 21 turns later. When Haze is level 3, so that's like 10 turns or so, because max with it. She counters. She'll buff the team. Just need a time burner. A good time burner mobile. I don't like in total or tonight, because in tonight I could just do whatever. I've been running this shit for a couple hours now, just from my room cleaning and shit. This number here, I'm at 162 out of 200. I need to hit 200 is the magic number, because that lets me upgrade all my Dragonic weapons and get the skills for them. But or like, I don't know why I'm just assuming like how long are you gonna be fucking with this mobile game, dude? And that'd be a good question that I don't have an answer to. But at least for tonight, it's until the relink demo comes up, and then I'll be on my phone having this run. Try to get the things, because we don't know what element is going to be the next war, and fucking sick of being a bitch. So I wanna get these. I mean, I can't show you because I bought them all already, but I want to get them upgraded. Uncap here. This is what I'm working on. We currently have a fucking double shop skill up effect up right now, so I want to get them leveled up, because that way I don't have to pay so much EXP to get them ranked up, because they need to be level 200, and 200 is fucking expensive. You can see I'm gonna need 30 for each of these, and then I upgrade. Alright, nice, I should have enough. I might be short on the 6 dragon materials. Do I need 6 dragon material? No, I don't. Very nice. The fuck salvation, dude? Oh, this is a flat. Everyone gets 10,000 HP. Is this the Hex? Oh, dude, it is. It's from the newest raid. Gross. So the newest raid, this weapon type can't be equipped with the Opus type, and the Opus type is the best weapon in the game for offense, and it's available for everyone, right? You can just get it. But until you beat that hard raid of this one right here, that I don't even have the knowledge of. I haven't beat the formerly hardest raid in the game. You can then equip both of them together. I'm trying to think of what a good time waster game is, because the games that I play or have played in the past, you've either played them with like the Hoyo games, but then also like FGO. You don't get into FGO to be like, hey, I wanna spend 15 minutes a day. I guess you could spend 30 minutes a day because your stamina will charge, but the story is one of the best stories ever fucking written, and I say one of the best, but it's among the best in the current era of gaming, and by current era I mean like back till 2009, 2010. I would push it back even further, but during that period of time, I played Tales of Symphonia, Custom Robo, fucking Soul Calibur 2, and like one other fucking game on the GameCube, dude. Oh, SSX, that's what it was. That's all I fucking did. I don't have that much knowledge there. You kind of stopped logging. You're not feeling it, the jive turkey or whatever the fuck slang is. Still got it installed though. With the games that I've stopped playing, specifically Hoyo games, I played Honkai 3rd Impact for Honkai Impact 3rd for about a year, and I really enjoyed it. The nice thing was that I got the character that I really liked early on, so I didn't have to worry about the fucking gacha until I got to the end game. And if I wanted to make a decent amount of currency to pull for the characters that were coming out that I liked, I needed to do better in the fucking thing. Stream's current bitrate. I can't even read this, dude. Your fucking message is too long. Oh. You know, it's still too long. What the fuck, dude? Stupid ass plugin. Anyway, I've only dropped 0.1% frames. I don't know what the fuck is the bitching about. But part of the reason why I stopped logging in was because I got to the point where the story wasn't coming out fast enough, as well as when the story did come out, they were put behind these like new game modes that you had to grind and all this shit, and I wasn't trying to fucking grind like multiplayer like competitive shit to get to experience story and shit, dude. I was like, man, fuck this. And then of course you had to pull for the character, pull for the weapon, then pull for the stigmata to make them good. Sure, you could get generic sets from grinding and stuff, but that took a long fucking time. I was just like, dude, these characters are cool, but you're not respecting my time. And I foolishly, near the end, I swiped 100 for this new version of Kiana, which was like the main character. That was really fucking cool, and there was like the first unit that was able to do aerial combat to the level shit she was able to do it. That's why I swiped, I got her, and I was like, you know what? I'm not upset that I spent the money, but I quit shortly thereafter, so I'm like, probably could have spent the money elsewhere. And then when it came to Genshin, it was just constantly like they didn't. And here's the thing that I feel like a lot of people don't fucking understand. These companies, especially MiHoYo, the fucking like what, $1 billion company now. Like they were making fucking hundreds of $1,000,000 a month on fucking maybe $100. I can't remember the fucking. I know they made the most per month. The first game when the game first came out, out of any mobile game ever. They were raking in money hand over fucking fist, and they couldn't deliver simple quality of life improvements. Like, who the fuck is using your artifacts? I think they're called, until like 2 months or a month and a half after the release. It's like, bro, what the like, something as simple as that. Like, then the buffs and nerfs that were fucking non-existent. Like, they were sure there were bug fixes, and you know, like Kei Ching really enjoyed that because she got better every time they fixed a fucking bug. But then like the entire thing with Zhongli, where you played, where he was shown off in the beta and stuff. He was a really good character, different character than he comes out to release. And sure, he's a great character still, but it wasn't what people were expecting. And then you had the fucking, so you had the grind, you had just the lack of improving the quality of life, and the buffs and the nerfs. And then the first anniversary rolled around, and it was like 3 pulls or 10 pulls or some shit like that. When in their other games, like along concurrently with that happening, fucking Honkai Impact 3rd was giving away like 2 SSRs that were not limited seasonal, but they were like on the upper echelon of the tier list and of the characters. And it's like, dude, the game's from the same parent company. What the fuck's going on with the teams can't communicate and like how to? Because it made fucking Genshin look so terrible in comparison to what was going on, like the indie game. And then, so that's what really stopped me from logging in. And shortly thereafter, I found out about the fucking fact that their firewall their anti-cheat was breached. They were alerted that it was breached and that there were people using it to like ransom other people's fucking computers and shit. And again, it's not a problem for us. Like, it's whatever. It's like, dude, are you fucking serious? Like, dude, the fact that it took them so long to do 2-factor authentication. I mean, I could bitch and complain, but that's like what's really what killed it for me, for them. And then you'd think they would have learned from this, but people just give them money, so of course they're gonna fucking keep it, right? From what I was seeing of what is it? Zenless Zone Zero, whatever the fuck. They're doing the same shit with the gacha bloat too, and it's like, dude, fucking people. These companies never gonna stop, so I'm just not gonna respect them. Like, I'm not gonna give them my time because they're not gonna respect me for doing it. Like, and when I say GSSR, because I keep bringing that up, it just stands for Guaranteed Super Rare. Is it still going on? I don't think. I bought it this time, even though I was like, man, there's not a really good banner. Yeah, it's over in NA and it's over. So what a GSSR is, in the way that it's commonly referred to, is you get a special banner. You have to pay like fucking $10. You have to pay for like a 10 roll, and then you get to roll on the banner because you don't do it with paid. And then you're guaranteed to get an SSR within that 10 roll. In FGO's case, it's random. It's from a random pool, but the pools they've gotten better with it the last couple of years. And it's a very small pool, so it's like 1 out of 3, 1 out of 4. Since NA's 2 years behind, we still have it back when they were like, and then there's 7 characters, and it's like, dude, fuck off, like, it's like fucking hell, right? But in the case of Grand Blue, they have these things called surprise tickets, otherwise known as subticks, and you can pick what character you want, what SSR character you want from it. You can't pick any limiteds or grands, but that's what the anti-ticks is for. That comes around once a year, and you're able to pick, and that's the anniversary ticket. But yeah, I don't. I kind of get digressed. They're talking about fucking Hoyo, like a fucking fuck Hoyo shit. But generally, I've played some other mobile games while playing FGO, like Girls Frontline. What's it called? NeuroCloud. That one was fun. It just runs like ass on my tablet. But the event started requiring too much of my focus and time to do, and then you have the daily grind of it. You know what I mean? Where you're just like, I gotta make sure I do this, this, and this every day, and then I gotta farm the same fucking stage over and over for materials, so I can barely be able to. Okay, bro. And then you sit there, and you're like, I gotta farm this shit every fucking day for a partition of an upgrade. And it's like, dude, throw me some fucking bones, bro. Then you have to deal with the stamina caps and shit, dude. Fucking regeneration. That's the nice thing about GBF. You can play it as much as you fucking want to, or how little as you want to. But it's just one of those things. You got tenets in gaming. Tenets in gaming, but tenets in mobile gaming. I don't know. I'm hoping this fucking saves the VOD to my channel. I specifically made this channel so they could fucking store any VODs and videos. Oh man, I haven't talked this long. I haven't talked this much in a while. Holy fuck, dude. I want to speed this along. Oh, the double refresh is sick. The bad thing about speeding it along is they added this thing called the friend point system, and it was to help, because when I started playing the game there was no raid finder, so we had to post, or I had to post my code to Twitter and hope somebody would see it on one of the AI that was scraping it, or algorithms, whatever the fuck, that was scraping it and putting it onto a repository, and click on it and wanted to join my raid. Most of the time, because no one wants to help new players, because they don't need to fucking run what the new players are running, right? Like, you have that fucking... I can't believe it's current year and the shit still isn't, you know, being solved. When I first started. But then, with the API thing that happened with Twitter and... or X, and how you're not allowed to really do that shit anymore unless you fucking pay bonkers money or whatever the fuck. They quickly threw together a raid finder, and they've been improving it ever since. But they ran into the same issue, as even with the raid finder, and you were able to select what raids you were going to want to join, people weren't helping new players. And so they added the friend point system, which after an amount of time has passed, so you can hear it right now, all the ding 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 ding, that's people joining. After a certain amount of time has passed, the cost of joining the raid is reduced. And if a raid is completed while in that state, everyone except the host gets friend points based on the level of contribution to a cap. 110 is the cap here. And so it was single-handedly the best thing they could do, because you're like, okay, what does friend points do, bro? Like, it's a currency to be used for sure. That's understandable. It lets you get one of these bad boys. A sunlight shard. You need 6 of these. You can only they refresh by monthly, so you only get 6 shards a year. That means you get 1 sunlight stone a year, which is, I mean, still better than fucking nothing. But the fact of the matter is, you can also get this shit too. I should actually buy some of the roll stats on my characters. You can buy all this useful fucking stuff every month. These are big ones here, the Huanglong Anima and Quinlan Anima. These are very hard to get because the raid is it can only be done around a certain other event that is very rare that comes around. It's like, I think 3 times a year. But you need all these materials. So the reason why people flock like they did there, oh my god, I could be buying them. I could run the raid and be getting extra scales. Hang on a second. I don't have enough. This is gonna be 3,000. I could buy 15 scales. But you can see right here, it's an instant case of me being like, oh, I could actually fucking use it. So this is why people do it. And why it's such a good thing. But it's like, when I started, I'm like, how the fuck, dude? How is your one of your selling points being that you're a mobile game that you can actually play with your friends? And not encourage your friends to come and help you outside of the fact that, oh, they're helping their buddy. JC I think helped me about 10 times. He helped me like on average he helps me about once a month. I've been playing, and I don't need his help anymore. Like, at least I'm not running the things that I need his help in anymore. And so it's just like, bro, the fuck, no one in the crew is joining because you could set the request so everyone in the crew can see too. And it's just like, man, fucking no one's helping me. This is bullshit. I had to type in the Discord chat, be like, hey, can I get help with this one of these raids? And it was like Colossus hard, or Colossus impossible. And now I could kill that raid in like 30 fucking seconds. they could kill you even faster, you know what I'm saying? So no one went to help me because they're like, I'm not gonna waste my fucking EP for that. I'm not gonna waste my stamina to help this guy with a fight that takes 3 seconds. It's like, but it doesn't take 3 seconds for me. That's the problem. People don't understand what it's like to be new. Like all the shit that's going on with the gym, the New Year resolutioners right now in the gym community. Happens every year, obviously, but it's just like, look at all these fucking retards coming to the gym, Labao. They don't know what they're fucking. They're so stupid. Like, bro, of course they're stupid. They're ignorant because it's like they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're new, man. Help them out. Don't be a bitch. But being a bitch, you know, gets people popular. They're being a decent fucking human being. But I digress. I think this looks real shit on your phone, huh? Got all this additional unnecessary shit on the side. Usually the strat would be to not only just do what I'm doing with refreshing right now, but you generally design a team to be for burst when you're joining raids, so you can quickly get as many honors as you possibly can, and then go to another raid. That's just the peak way to farm. It's just the most efficient way to farm. However, I don't do that because that. My thought process always was when I saw like a level 350 or the high levels join, they hit the monster once and they leave. Like they stop moving, and they go to do something else. One sec. That should always piss me off because I needed help, and these randoms weren't helping me. And I was talking to JC about, I'm like, dude, why the fuck do these like high levels come in here, hit it barely? They barely do like 10% damage and stop. They go to do another raid. And JC told me the general consensus is people believe that they can just come in and burst or hit it once, do a one-pon as it's called, and go to something else because someone else will come and help you. And I'm like, what these people don't fucking understand is they are the person that was supposed to come and help me. Like, so unless I'm farming something that has a high clear time, or sorry, a low clear time, like a 6 dragon raid, I sit there and I stay until the monster is defeated. Does that hurt my ability to gain FP? Yeah, it does. I'm not gonna be dishonest here, but it helps the person who hosted the fight more than it helps me. You know what I mean? And since I'm supposed to be helping the guy who hosted the fight anyway, it just makes fucking sense. I'm not too keen, because I mean, when I was playing 14, I had that problem all the time with fucking extremes. I remember there was this guy in Tsukuyomi Extreme. He couldn't do he was some shitty ass DPS. Couldn't do a single fucking mechanic to save his life, so he was causing strife to the raid, wiping it and shit. Finally got it clear. Dark Knight weapon drops. I'm like, toy, I got it. But something came up IRL and I had to leave. And this guy was giving me grief the entire fucking time. Like, whenever he was dead, he was on the floor fucking bitching and complaining to me because I wasn't having any of his toddler shit. I'm like, dude, we're here, this is a fucking farm party, not a get farm party. Everyone else knows what they're fucking doing but you. You can listen to us and do the mechanics. It was like 3 or 4 days after Tsukuyomi Extreme dropped. So, you know, Mr. Happy and them made their videos. And it's like, dude, just fucking the fights on the extreme fights aren't hard. They're not cryptic. You know what I mean? But he still couldn't fucking do it, and I was like, man, I gotta go, bro. And he's like, fucking, of course, you get your weapon and leave. And I'm like, I'm sorry, you're that fucking petty. That whenever you get something to drop in a party, you leave. Because those people only see themselves and others. It's fucking, it's ridiculous. What the fuck? I listened to a video a while back. I think it was like from Preach Gaming back when I watched that guy. I'm not a big fan of him, but he had a video talking about how running raid groups and shit for WoW. He saw those motherfuckers come around all the goddamn time. I think even Baldy talked about it. Or talking about how all these fucking guys coming in, like, yeah, I'll commit to all this. They get their fucking piece of the equipment, and then they've never heard from again. Like, dude, you're gonna be you're gonna be a bitch over a fucking virtual item that's gonna be power crept in like a couple months. Like, Fucking with priorities, man. I'm not one. I shouldn't be one to talk because I'm fucking sad you're playing a mobile game. For the amount of time I've put into Grand Blue Fantasy is disgusting. But to be fair, everyone around this rank and higher, if there was a fucking exclamation mark time played, it would be, ooh, that would be bad. It's like when you look at your time played in an old school RuneScape and you're just like, dude, what the fuck am I doing with my life, type of thing. Oh, I forgot to manage this. No, Shadow's barking. I took him out today and we were playing in the snow. Started feeling a bit better. It was more so he was playing in the snow. I was picking up snow and he likes to eat it. I was picking up snow, making balls for him to eat. And I started throwing it at him just to try to see how much I can make him white, because it was sticking onto his fur. So he's I want to say an American Labrador Retriever. Just because there's a British Labrador Retriever, which are they're shorter, face is a little bit more scrunched up, but he's a Labrador, and he's black. Mom was chocolate, and I believe his dad was black, but his coat is just black. He has little like white paw pads, sorry, white bits between his paw pads. So it's just funny to see, like when I was baking for Thanksgiving, I spilled flour, so I was trying to fucking flour the table. But I had a surface that was workable for the dough, and the flour got all over him. He was just like a powdery white dog. He looked so dumb, dude. I say dumb, like not like, oh, what a fucking idiot, but he was just like, he looked like someone was trying to erase him, dude. You know when you erase, like when you're drawing something on paper, and you erase it, and your eraser isn't so fucking, like it's one of those hard erasers that isn't able to, it rips the paper before it fucking erases what you're trying to have erased. It just leaves that like, that faded, the faded, whatever the fuck, the image of what you had. It was like that. It was so it was fucking good. Like someone put FXAA and MXA out of it. It was fucking... Ah, 21 more to go. I'm gonna love if I need to fucking get more Archangel Halos. Primarch Halos. That's probably what's gonna happen, because I'm gonna need 25 of each of them. Yeah, the story, I love the story in this game. There's so much of it too. It's been around for fucking 10 years now. It's gonna be technically 9 years and 9 months. Sorry, 9 years and 10 months. It's gonna be 10 and it was funny because the last bit of story, they're like, you know what? At this rate, we're never gonna get to Estalucia, so they pulled some real like bullshit plot stuff that's like, okay, next anniversary 10 is Estalucia. And I hope we get to, what I'm hoping the most for when it comes time for any 10 is when they give us, because this is gonna be the first 10th year, the first like Deca anniversary, right? I think I'm saying that right. Where it's the first 10-year, first multiple of 10 anniversary that they've had. So they want to go big. They want to do stuff. And I really hope we get like new fantasy or new grand versions of characters. I don't know if there's been multiple grands for a single character yet. But if it was to start anywhere, it would be the original crew members. And I feel like that it'd be cool to get that, or at the very least we get fantasy versions, or something, or a tie-in version, some shit like that, where when the characters come back, they've been like powered up and shit. That'd be cool. Say, most likely that's not gonna happen because they don't really age characters in games. Firstly, but secondly, there's like Orologia, and Orologia is cool. I appreciate that character from the 9th anniversary. You could add him, or him slash her, because there's two of them, depending on what timeline they're in. And always more eternal shit they can do. It just really depends, because it really feels like they've set up Anniversary 10 to be about the original story, the motivators that happened. Because for Gran, he wanted to go to Estalucia, he wants to go to the Island of the Astrals. All this other shit that's happening is just like the entire thing with the Erst Empire. That was just the impetus of leaving the island and embarking on it, on the journey. But his journey has always been about seeing his dad at the end of the skies. So we're finally able to get to see more of that. Because there are parts that were taken, like the 6 dragons, that shit allegedly happens after Estalucia. Like, what the fuck, you know? Like, can we see Estalucia first before we start adding shit after the fact? But anyway, I'd really love to see characters again. It was so nice seeing them in the last 2 story updates, and then they're like, yeah, you think it's nice? Check this shit out. And it's like, oh man, fucking depressed. Stupid. I kind of feel like I should buy the last scales. There are other important things to buy. Oh, I don't have it here either. Okay, I have to turn it on to live mess. Can I add the timestamp? I can't. Very nice. Oh, I joined right as it was turn punches. Volato. It's really funny is my bitrate. Upload is, I set it to be like 15K. Luckily just upload in this house now. So it's like, oh fuck, it's for, and it was mainly for like BDO and shit. It's for the like the motion games instead of this turn-based stuff. But it's just kind of humorous. It's like such a high bitrate. But I was told you can set the settings. Yeah, you can set it. Drop it down. This is rather draining talking like this, man. Fucking hell. Give me the fucking demo, old man. Making me fucking sick. It's nice I'm getting like 4 through 6 per run. There shouldn't be that much. I sat there last night, and I always get, this is something, right, you shouldn't, I'm fucking stupid. I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm doing it anyways. Like, war always makes me feel fucking terrible after it ends, because I get to then see, sometimes I do look, I'm getting better at not looking at it during the war, but I'm getting, like, seeing how many points the crew gets versus, and they spend so far, like, a far less amount of time than I do running it. Like, because I have it running on my phone, I'm doing shit, dude. Anytime that I have a moment that I can, like, update it and let it fucking go, I let it do it, you know what I mean? I'm fucking farming. It takes me, like, fucking, between 2 days, it takes me, like, 5 hours each session to farm the meat. Now that I'm getting strong enough to do the higher difficulty stuff, I break that down to 3 days of farming meat, because I'm not helping with placing. It's not how it's gonna, like, I can't clear fast enough to help with placing. It's not in the cards. So it takes me so long to get the fucking meat. Normally if I break it down in 3 days, but today, or this war, it was all hands on deck. Everyone needed to do as much as we could because they added a new weapon you can grind for. and everyone was going hard getting the meat so that they could grind it out later. And so, like, I couldn't fucking be a bitch and be like, well, I'm not gonna sit there and slack, because then if I ever need help with something, well, you slack during this guild war type of shit. And I just don't want to, like, sure, that might not happen, but it also might happen, you know. And I don't want to fucking deal. So I you know, put everything I had into this war, and it still came up fucking dude. I have there's a website we use that gives us our, if we type in our user IDs, it will tell us how good we are in relation to the community. I've been sitting at top 48%, which is like I'm better than 52% of the players, which is like get fucked. But I've been sat there for months now, so about half a year, I would say. Did I type it in wrong? Yeah, I put a 6. Yeah, so this war I got 365 million. Last war I got 351 million. War before last, 361 million. And the war before that one was 274 million. So I had a huge spike there. The Wind War, the 361, I didn't finish all my meat there. We had something come up in real life, and I couldn't war last day and a half. And then the Water War, something similar happened. That was around Thanksgiving. I swear to God, they put the fucking wars at the most stupid times. Like, such an early, like, oh man, it's the first week after New Year's, dude, or the week after New Year's week. You're gonna be warring, bro. I think it started on the 7th, actually, so it was just like, it's literally the first week of the... Everyone hates this shit. Why do you do that? But then they had the gall of adding these fucking farmable weapons and... Farmable, quote. Drop rate's fucking lower than my IQ, dude. I mean, that's not saying much, because like 0.2% is like it's lower than a lot of things. Giving a single fuck would be more than would be higher. Would be a larger amount than the drop rate amount. Oh, it's so nice having that mute key, actually. That I thought about instead of having to fucking fiddle and hit the button. Oh, I only got 2 that time, dude. That's it. I'm cashing out, bro. I'm done. And the thing is, I'm not even done with this raid ever. You know, I have to farm it. I have to get more scales so I can upgrade my characters. Okay, fuck a shop. The co-op treasure. Oh no, it's a co-op mission treasure. The dragon. The scale. 11, please. Fuck out of this grind. And now we do the fun thing. Stop. Go into journey drops. Great XP. If I don't have enough, I'm gonna be upset. Cap. So the next war is gonna be likely dark or light, so I should upgrade those. My dark is far better than my light, so I'm gonna upgrade my dark first. Oh, the fucking red contracts, that red toilet paper, dude. Fuck. I have 40, so I'm gonna... Oh, I could trade for a lot, alright. I should have traded for 30, actually. I'm glad I didn't turn all these Damascus crystals into Damascus bars. That would have tilted me. Well, I guess it does take. It's taking a Damascus bar to upgrade this, so I probably could. Oh, I don't think I can actually use a Damascus bar in this. I can check in the next one. These are free-to-play weapons. They don't. Yeah, power weapons. Yeah, they do not want you to wear your bars anymore than you have to. But then they're like, "Oh, sick fire gear, bro. His Grand Zeta weapon. Overrider. You need 3 of those motherfuckers." Oh fuck, dude. Means I gotta pull 9 of them? I ain't doing that. Don't. I mean, you could, but I don't think even whales do that. Alrighty. So I have 133 chalices. Let's see how far this gets me. 35 each. Oh. Nice. That's 20 right there. That means I need 15. I'll do... yeah, I'll do it. Alright, water's done. Bottle. That was funny, my brother said when I was sick. When I was sick. And I was coughing up shit, like, I would wake up going, oh, fucking hacking up. Yes, like, dude, Kyle's in there fucking practicing to be the lead singer of Disturbed. This shit fucking killed me. I'm a ghost. Oh man, we're getting lucky. We like this. Now I'm gonna not get any bonus. It is an 87% chance, but you never know. It's all statistics. There have been times where I've had all the bonuses. It's like 90% chance. It's still fucking whiff it, dude. I'm trying to think like this is gonna welcome back. I just said I'm talking about bullshit. But I was about to get on the topic of because I was thinking more about like the New Year's at the gym. It's gonna be my New Year's resolution. Pretty trite, I feel like. Oh, I'm gonna change because the year changed. Like, the fuck, dude? Just want to change that badly? Fucking change now. What? I've been saying this shit for years now. I want to get better at spending money for myself. Because I have money, but I'm so trepidatious with it. I don't want to waste it, but then I end up fucking wasting it due to inflation, or or because I fucking blow it on something stupid. Oh, I'm not gonna have enough skill points for this shit. Oh fuck, dude. I cashed out, and instead of finishing the last 11, I went and I bought the scales with the friend points I was talking about. Annoying is you only get these when you break down weapons. Only 15? Hang on. You're supposed to go up to 20. What the Duddy? Why is this one 15? Did I just like brain fart? Not enough skill points to level up. Oh man. Oh fuck, dude. Well, I'll just try to get as much as I can to 15. Which ain't looking too good. I'm not gonna need these other ones. Well, hang on. I need these not only for war, but also for the Revan raids, the endgame raids I just unlocked for hitting level 200 or rank 200. Alright. Should have thought about this beforehand. I just now test down to earth and water. Water is Mugen. Earth is Diaspora. Diaspora, I just needed to charge attack a bunch in the beginning. So I'm going to upgrade water. Okay. YouTube is not... Oh, it's buffering? Okay, so I'm gonna have to turn this shit down. Right. I'll do that for next stream. Oh, hang on. It starts off at 20%, bro. Whack. I'll use my reserve thing. My power up items can. Why am I the way that I am, dude? The fuck's going on? Alright. So we got that done. So I can put this into my Ugin team. And then I'll try to hit this. Oh man. It's nice actually because I haven't claimed my war tokens yet, all the boxes for war. So I should be fine. That's gonna take a while. I'm gonna do that off stream. Because oh my fucking god, 3% per one of these. That's what, 60% at most? Ugh. Oh, I'm not gonna use them anyway. But yeah, this should help me get the revenants done quicker or more safely. I have people in the crew that can solo it, but whether they solo it or want to even do that for me is another topic of conversation entirely. I was thinking about fucking around with Arknights because the anniversary is coming. And I wanted to see if I can get Holiak there, or Heliak. Oh, Heliak. God, for her name, so Holo. Because she's pretty cool. I like her song and stuff. I ain't trying to fucking. I also like the Patriot. He's fucking sick as shit. All right. So now we got buy the skills for it. Here. So we have the fire one made. You don't need the endurance one because that's just flat def. The water. Earth. Light. Darkness. Dude, I fucking love the Yu-Gi-Oh meme. The it should have been me, not him. That fucking shit kills me. I must have enough. I believe. Yeah, boy. Nice. And now I need to farm more of them to upgrade my characters. They're fucking awake. I'm on the hamster wheel. Yeah, I was thinking about trying that out, and I'm really looking forward to Enfield. Hang on. Why the fuck would they let me put darkness in? Alright, so water is weak to earth. Let's not. Oh, that's light. Holy shit. I should be like, I almost put water in this because I'm like, oh, it's like an opus, right? Fucking no, it's not an opus, dude. You want to put the element that the element's weak to in here. Or I guess strong against because I fucked up already. Bought earth. I bought wind, dude. Fucking dumbass. Oh, I have wind already. I was like, wait, where's fire, dude? Because you want to put fire and water. Oh, dude, this always happens. I always do something stupid like this. Alright. So you're going to be using earth against water. Water. Magnus. Against Earth. Magnus. That's so fucking fight against Dark. I mean, it's only 10 scale, so it's not too bad. And I think I have enough for the... I have enough for the Halos. I won't be able to use Ascendant Prayer for a while, but I don't really use it. Dark. Light. Yeah, I almost went and fucked up colossally. Oh. It looks like it's still going on my other screen. Still going. Kind of annoying I put the mute key on M. Anyway, what am I doing here? I'm installing the... That way it scales with my Magnus summon, so this will be even better. I have a problem though. Hold up, no I don't. Maybe I do. I do. I have to get 10 more scales. Bear with me 1 second. Actually, I'm just gonna mute the stream this way. Dumb. Yeah, it's still going. Alright, now let me. I just didn't want to have the feedback of that. Okay. So, fuck me. Can't believe I did that. I already have the fire one, I said out loud, and then still bought the fucking wind. Ugh. I did that shit with Belial horns. I got the chain of what Chain of Temptation? No. It's the one that makes you fucking double strike when you Ogi. Like, stops any Ogi generation. And I fucking couldn't find the skill that translates HP into charge bar. So I just couldn't use it, right? And I'm like, ah, fuck it, dude. And I changed it back to the stamina one after wasting 5 fucking Belial horns. It's not like I just go in and fucking farm Belial like it's nobody's business. I don't even have the fucking fight unlocked to host because I can't get to the stupid solo quest. I fucking kill him too fast. Imagine that being the fucking problem, dude. I beat his ass so hard that he triggers his fucking... If you don't clear my stacks, I'm gonna kill you with this attack thing. And it just... makes it shit, dude. I really need to sit down and actually make a team to properly do it. Instead of just going, I'm gonna use my wind team because fucking Delay City, baby. Well, that's good. So, now that I have my Draconics done, asterisk, the asterisk is for the upgrade you can do for them later. They're mostly done for now. I just gotta fucking get the Fire Taluma, slot that in, and going. And tomorrow, I'm probably gonna focus on Evoker shit. We're getting Alonon's and Cat's episode or Tales of the Aqua Room event, so I'll get resources from there. So I'll probably focus on getting Borger, maybe that or Fro. Estarolia would be good. I have options, is what I'm saying. I just gotta figure out what I want to do. I have enough Evolites in the shop to get. I have like fucking 70 tickets, so I can get the Arca points needed. What else am I thinking I can grind? I still need to finish my Animus grind. I need 3 more of the fucking weapons, but that Agonize is agonizing to farm. Shit never drops, even with my 9 bounty and my 9 bounty setup in which I use TN. I got as much. I'm starting using Kaguya in there too. Just be a real fucking loser that doesn't help out in the fight. Just I come in, fucking 9 bounty stacks. That's my help, dude. That's all you're getting from me, kid. I could have just thought of this. But yeah, it's just, I'm having trouble getting it to drop. What a tactical refresh that was, dude. Anything accomplished with? I should have enough to be able to get the max amount of scales for me. Having this bar up is so nice because you just go home. I don't normally play with it. I have to click with the upper right hand corner. Got 2. I'm not fucking that Yoda things in my head, dude. Yeah, next time Samurai Remnant goes on sale, I'll pick that up. I was looking forward to it a lot, and I just fucking spaced out on the Steam winter sale. So I ended and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna buy the game today. No, fuck, I'm not full price. And it was the biggest thing is I wanted to know why Musashi Miyamoto was in the story again, because stuff happens in Fate Grand Order that keeps her out of the story, as far as we know. So I was like, oh wow, Musashi's in the story. I gotta know why. And it's just like it happened before the events in the mobile game, and I'm like, man, fuck this. It was so obvious, but I was so hopeful. I was on so much copium that it wouldn't be something that simple, but it was just that simple. You're moving. Nice when I don't have all those skills I have to press. I have to press the game's pressing them. Shit. The game doing it for me, paying for me. That's a real cool thing with Relink, is that Fukuhara was concerned that since a lot of the player base for Grand Blue Fantasy up until this point in time has played this, pretty much only this, because fucking Versus, the first Versus was terrible. It did really bad, really poorly I should say. But I mean, it had no rollback and came out during the fucking lockdown. So it was like, oh shit, dude. Of course it was gonna do poorly. But he was so concerned that they made a quote-unquote journalist mode, is what people in the group have been calling it. But all you have to do is hold forward and it plays for you, it'll attack for you, it'll dodge for you, it'll do all this shit for you. Because he wanted people to be able to play the fucking game, and You know, not one, hurt their hands. Two, if they're disabled, they can play. But also, if they're fucking, and mainly, say not and also, but mainly, if they're coming from this and it's the first ever action hack and slash game, they're not going to be able to do shit. Like, you're like, what do I have to do? Like back forward input? What the fuck? I gotta time my dodges? What? Ah, it's too hard, Fukuhara. Oh, I missed the old Grand Blue. You gotta press 4 buttons on your character, Grand Blue. The refresh when you attack, Grand Blue. Fucking. Instead of doing that, they can play like that, but they can't do any of the hard content, which is more than fine to me. Get to experience the story, they get hooked into it and whatnot, but everyone's able to play. I like accessibility in that regard. Can't fuck up my runs. They can try. They can like, you want to do my urgent, and then just fucking cart 3 times. I don't know the failure state of Relink because can't fucking play the demo yet. I highly doubt I'm gonna hit the failure state in Relink, in Relink's demo from what I've been hearing anyway. So. Looks like it's smooth sailing this time around for a demo. Hang on, I gotta mute, dude. Okay. Yeah, so what I've seen most people do, I hope that didn't come through the mic, that me swallowing that water. But what most people do when I've seen, they like Yoroshi Sora, what he does, and Sai Smasher on their videos, if they don't have text or whatnot explaining what's going on, they put their favorite characters there on the sides. That's what I try to do. I was trying to put Io and Rosetta in, but they're just... I was going to do that on the... I mean, I could just show you. I was going to do it this way with her level 90 for her ULB for her SR unit, but I couldn't really get this to fit because it's so tall. I figured there are times where I'll have Eustace and Stan Liza, and other times I'll have Io and Rosetta. But Io is like... Her and Rakam are my favorite of the original crew. I really like Eugen as well, but they need to do more with him. And I understand the reason why they didn't do more with him up till now is the fact that his voice actor died, so they had to find a sound alike, and that took a long time. So, get that. But now that voice of Eugen is around now, new one that sounds a lot like him, they can start doing more stuff with him. I think what I'm going to do here is once I get my 4 fucking things, I'm going to buy another wind one because I know I'm going to fuck it up some way, and then I'm just going to rage quit. But I'm going to buy a fire one, and I'll probably do a couple runs on FGO. You kind of see what that's like too. Then once I end the stream, I've only dropped 4% of my frames, but it dropped so bad there that it looked like the stream disconnected, I guess. So I'll cut it down quite a bit. I'll probably cut it down to 10,000. I cut it by a third. What I like about streaming this is that I don't have to like, I don't want people from Discord to be hopping in chat, because I don't want people to fucking talk to me in the sense that it's like, hey man, you're doing this wrong. Like, dude, I'm not fucking streaming for advice. I remember that one time, years like, what, 7 years ago now? That's how stupid my brain is. I was grinding Elrics with Awakened Warrior, the first Awakening to come out, right? Fucking grinding Elrics. Had an Axiom shield on because I'm like, dude, I'm doing more. I feel with this AP shield, this AP offhand, than I am with Van Gertz, you know? I mean, I was right, because we now know with the fucking hidden stats at that bracket, it was better for me to be using Axiom. There's this guy who was just like, dude, not Vanguards, can't watch. Yuck, or whatever the fuck he left. And I'm like, dude, people are so dumb. I don't give a fuck. Like, especially when you talk like that to someone, like, who the fuck cares what you say? Like, oh, hey, I noticed that you're not using Vanguards. And your movement rotation isn't so good. So here's what I would do instead. And they would tell me, oh wow, sure, thanks. I'm appreciative that you told me this. I'll consider it. Wow, unwatchable. It's like, you fucking stupid idiot. But the reason why I remember it is just because it was the first time that happened to me. And I'm like, I can't believe people like this exist. And they're in my fucking chat room. At the time they were in my chat room, right? But now, whatever. Fuck. But I doesn't give a fuck. Yep. Or letting that one go. Okay. Wait a second. Why the fuck did I farm the scales in the? We're not gonna talk about this. Maybe we can. What am I doing? I was like, dude, I gotta put it in the wind one because I'm gonna be taking more damage from fire wind. Why would you bring your wind team to a firefight, dude? You fucking don't understand the base mechanics of the game, dude. Okay, fire damage reduction is. Last one. I needed the scales for the fucking Omega, not the stupid reduction telling what to do. What the f. Oh, there's. Whatever, dude. Hey, why did that pop up? Hold up. Oh, because the deeply discounted. I gotta get Vonica. Here's my portmanteau of Valentine's Monica. I need to get Valentine Monica. 1, to complete my Monica collection, because she's the only one that I'm missing. And then 2, I need her for Diaspora. Because my Ita, or Octo, fucking sucks. Get him. The baby level 80, dude. Yeah, I was a little guy, dude. I used 3 katanas, so what? But, like, I'm not doing any damage because you didn't invest in me at all. Oh, we got the Boku no Academia, or whatever the fuck. The My Hero Academia thing coming up. 2 hours. But, I don't give a fuck. I got... I got, like... 86,000 tokens I need to go through. Each box is about 2,000, so I have about 43 boxes I have to go through. I just hit 45, thankfully. Totally 46. But 46 is 5,000 tokens to go through, so I'll clear 45 boxes. And the reason why you want to clear up the boxes is so you can get the eternal weapons to help recruit them. Well, you said it was 2,000. Why did that say 2,400? It's like the first 5. Have extra rewards, so they cost a little bit more, but afterwards it is a reduced cost. Oh, maybe I don't even get to roll 6th box. So I need to get 40 bows. So I can get Song and have enough to uncap her. But then also, I'm gonna hit 40 before I finish boxes. I need to make sure I don't waste anything over. As far as I know, maybe the Bahamut weapons, like the Atmo weapons, maybe that will require some, but I think they only require the silver weapons. I haven't made one, I only had the freebie. what we need to do here. Roll a little bit now. Or a couple of boxes. Are the 4 bows. Excuse me, stash. Want bows. I have okay, I do have one completely done, so I need to so it needs to say 41 for me to be so I was gonna do this off stream, but I wanna get all 20s on one setting. I don't wanna have to go and worry about this later. I was like last night I was like, dude, I gotta get serious about my progression here. So what is the first most impactful thing I can do? I can become more tanky in all my elements. As a free-to-play player, I'm never gonna have so much HP and shit as a pay-to-play player. And beforehand, the damage used to be comparable, but now it's so skewed. The gulf is so massive. So hopefully Magna 3 can rectify that, but who knows? Second. But the problem I will always have as a Magna player is my HP. Unless they want to somehow make it so that Magna players are more tanky than pay-to-play players, but they do, you know, far less damage. Which, I don't know if that's a good idea, because you can't clear a fight if you can't kill it. And fights have time limits. Especially the 6-man ones, they have 30 minutes as the time limit, as opposed to the hour and 30 most fights have. But anyway, hopefully Magna 3 will be good for all the elements. Right now, Magna 2 fucking sucks for some of them. But anyway, so the first thing I can do is get this. I can get the dragon weapons taken care of. And then I think the next big thing would be the evokers, because those summons are really good. Even if I don't have the character, just the summon themselves will add a decent call, or 10% amplify. Amplify is real fucking nice. It's like just like a multiplier for if you're attacking an elementally weak target to you. Amplify multiplies that. Alright. Box 13. I'll draw and collect the weapon. I need to change the weapon yet. I'm pretty sure I don't, but you know. All. $33, alright. So that is 8 more boxes. So draw box 21. Stop with the worst part about this shit is that the Eternals are nice and they're like free to play. They're good free to play characters. But if you just save up your currency, people have been talking about how they've been power crept so hard by the limiteds, the summer characters, the Christmas characters and stuff, and it's like fuck. I don't even bother with I don't even bother with this. And then I think about the blue skin and I'm like, you know what? I'll do it, fuck it, you got me. The problem is I think I focused on getting the Eternals too soon. Because I fucking brute forced 5 of them. I should have waited, I think, and let it come more naturally. I was farming materials specifically to progress them, is what I mean when I say brute forced it. But I was not using my cerulean. But I think I should have been focusing on the better. Do. Make mistakes and you learn. It really isn't even a mistake because you need to get them anyway. There are some teams that need them for, some fights, some. Then it's also just, no matter what, if you don't get certain characters, you always have the at your side. Sure, like, Uno sucks, and Anna's better than or Anna's better than him. But like, you know what, man? Just try it. If what if you never pull Anne, right? But you have a ULB Uno. That's tight. And plus, like, they could just buff the Eternals so everyone could get them. Like, oh yeah, I paid currency to get them. Technically, that's not true. You spend 20,000 crystals and just recruit shit. But I mean, like, you don't spend if you swiped to unlock your Eternals. That's not the game's problem at that point. Oh my god. Alright. I fused the Eito katanas, I believe. I'm pretty sure I didn't get the guns. I think I used Barrage to get some of these characters. I need to check the katanas. I need to upgrade Eito. Or Octo. More than anything else. I did put them together. Oh, tight. I really wanted Neon, but for my free Eternal I picked Octo. Oh, he's cool. Kinda like Jiraiya. That's the way he looks. I like Jiraiya. So I have Uno's done, Songs, Threo, Arasa. Quattro is so bad. I could go with Fife. But Fife's fire. Fire, wind, dark, water, long light? Two for every element, but one for dark and one for dark. I thought Fife was fire. Oh no, Fife is light. Okay. Light. My light team sucks. I think I'll do Fife. And the next. We have a Dread Barrage coming. Should taste useful though. I'm like, I gotta get them all leveled up anyway before I go with you. I got confused there. I'm like, why does it still show Poe? Alright, then I'll finish this off. I've been trying to find a new like YouTube thing to fall asleep to myself. I've been having to go back to noise or like the 10 hours of using this type of mix for music for healing shit. I used to like listen to like some of my favorite playthroughs. I've listened to them so much, you know. I'm like, man, I know it's like the back of my fucking hand. I'll just listen to that. Fall asleep. But the playthroughs that I watched listened to was Scary Game Squad, which like, why the fuck we listen to scary games to go to sleep? But they didn't really scream a whole bunch, so they weren't very loud, you know. But the completionist is a part of fucking is a part of the Scary Game Squad. So I'm like, I'm not touching this shit, dude. I know it's Jesse Cox's channel. He probably gets all the money, but that shit just pissed. enough, dude. He always felt weird to me, but dude, it's been it was a bad year last year in that regard, I suppose. Feels bad. I don't have the energy to keep on talking. I also don't want to sit here and. Not that I have a problem sitting here in silence. That I feel I have an obligation. Second. I was thinking about. There's a song I listened to from Monkey. It's called Change. I had to think about it. I'm like, no way it's called that simple, but it's called Change. And one of the lyrics is that get it verbatim here. The fuck? Start educating, start traveling, start educating, start speaking, because you'll be surprised how much people want to hear what you have to say. And like it's inspirational to me, but then at the same time I'm like, dude, if I start speaking, that means people are gonna start talking back to me. I don't want to fucking talk. I've turned off my my notifications on YouTube, so if someone responds to a comment that I've made or whatever the fuck, I never have to see it, because it wasn't like I was posting like stupid shit and people were like, well, actually you're a fucking idiot for believing that type. I mean, they were still doing, well, actually you're a fucking idiot for believing it, but it wasn't because I was posting stupid shit. I would say things like in the middle of the road where like, or even just innocuous things like, I'm really excited for this character or something, and then they'll fucking tell me why I misgendered the person or whatever the fuck, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, no one cares. Dude, like, we're talking about enjoying a video game. Shut the fuck up. Like, or I'll say something, and I'll be very intentional with what I said. Where it's like, I think when this character did this thing in the video game, it reflected this about them. And I think that's cool, or this is why I dislike this character type of thing, for this behavior. And then people will sit there and tell me, well, no, you're wrong because I like the character and they wouldn't do that. And I'm like, dude, shut the like, these are really stupid examples, but I'm like, I had someone argue with me because I'm like, I said in one of the comments for Street Fighter 6, I was like, I don't like how Jamie's pant leg is halfway pushed up his shin. It looks very disheveled, and I just don't personally like it. I wish he would have a costume where he doesn't have that type of thing. And some guy was saying I was like a straight hater and shit. I'm like, shit, you have no respect for your own time, so I'm not gonna waste my fucking. I get all these fucking dumbasses responding to me, and I don't fucking deal with that. Fuck, dude. I'm not saying like I always fucking, oh, you're Mr. Perfect and you say intellectual things and you have valuable insight into every conversation you're ever in. I'm not saying that, but it's like people go out of the way to find me, it feels. Which is like some big fucking. Wow, you're crazy if you they think that. Like, I don't actually think they go out of their way to just fuck me by saying their stupid shit, but I know a lot of stupid people. I've been interacting. I've had interactions forced upon me by a lot of these stupid fucking people. I'm so glad this VOD's gonna be on the channel. I can go back and listen to me complain about water being wet. It's fucking tight, bro. But yeah, I don't know. I watched an interview with this guy talking specifically to introverts, and the introverts had a unique take, and I understand it, where they're tired of frivolity in conversation or pleasantries, and so they want to have deep, meaningful conversation. And so the interviewer was like, so what do you think there's no such thing as selflessness, that all acts are inherently selfish, because it makes, even if you do a charitable act, you still benefit in a way? And one of them was like, yeah, I agree with that. And guy goes, wow, what a conversation. Just, make fun of her. You're talking about you want a real conversation about that has depth and wanted to actually have a conversational partner and all this. Oh, I'm actually short. Oh, I got the weapon. It doesn't fucking matter. And she comes back with this a very shallow, or I shouldn't say shallow. What the fuck, dude? A very intellectually shallow. Hello? Why does it keep doing this? To put me in the loop, dude. A very intellectually shallow response of agreement. Like, yeah, I get that. It's fucking ridiculous. But I think there's a big difference between that agreeing or just being able to say, no, I don't think so. I agree with you. Dude, there's a difference between that and, like, well, you need a PhD to know that the fucking sun's in the sky, bro. No, you wake up and you know the sun's in the sky. I had this kid tell me, he's a kid, he was 18, tell me that if you have to think that this, like, because I made a comparison because he was like, you're thinking too hard about this. I'm like, dude, all I'm doing is taking basic information and applying it to the situation in which the symptoms are occurring with this person, and usually symptoms are a marker of a disease, of a syndrome, if you would. They are the smoke to the fire. Sometimes pretty close to the fucking fire itself, right? And you have to turn off the fire. You have to put out the fire to be able to to get rid of the smoke, right? And he's like, well, no, what you're doing is you're overthinking. You're it's not that deep. I'm like, dude, it's just like it's like saying knowing the sun's in the sky it requires deep thought. And he's like, but it does though. Fucking doesn't. You don't need to know the fucking speed at which the Earth rotates around the fucking sun to know the sun will always be there. Well, it's not gonna always be there. Yeah, the heat death of the universe is gonna happen, but you're good. It's gonna be fucking immediate when you die, because all the heat's gonna leave the universe and you're just gonna fucking freeze to death. Like, not only is it gonna be fucking pitch black, no one will be able to see shit, but there's no heat, so you're just dead. You're done, you know? That's why people are like, how do we fucking survive through the heat death? We're gonna have to be living in, like, fucking domes and shit, bro. We have to be living in synthetic environments or biomes. Because we'll die otherwise. But, it was one of those things where I'm like, dude, how the fuck are you trying to say knowing the sun is in the skies? It requires deep thought. Maybe for the current generation, but dude, the fact that you wake up in the morning. Yeah. Oh man, I'm not fucking dead. This is great. Oh, that's not common knowledge. I don't know how the fuck it isn't common knowledge. I can fight Mugen. Upgrade this weapon. Oh my god, this is so expensive, dude. Jesus. Okay, never mind. Well, I can't get them all. Can't get them all. Get them all to 15 though. Anyways, I digress. It goes just that's to illustrate the level of stupidity that I have to deal with, and so I choose not to deal with people. I choose not to deal with people, I should say, instead of adding an additional 2 there. Yeah, it is what it is. I listen to these people out there like, maybe it's they're sharing the highlights, and that's probably what it is. It's like, yeah, I have all these friends, they teach me shit, that's pretty cool. I'm like, oh, that's nice. Like, all these people, all these strangers come up and talk to me. Really smart people, and yeah, man, they leave these very insightful comments, and truly, I walk away an enriched person every fucking time I post a comment. Oh, that's crazy, dude. Like, that has to be bullshit. Righty. Well, we got the Draconics mostly done. This is the Evokers. And hopefully next time. Oh no, actually, yeah, let's say hopefully next. What I'll do next is some Fago. I like how I don't have to set my game on YouTube. Looking tight. Maybe I should though. I don't know if I can. I don't. That'd be like gating people to. And the statement for this is just my videos and like my gaming experience put in a place where I can just, like, if I ever wanna. Man, what did I do? Oh, there's a Monster Hunter collab with Raid Shadow Legends? My emulator. My emulator just sends me adverts like that when I boot it up. Because it's LD player. And, so they're like, oh, here's this fucking thing about, Raid Shadow Legends. Hang on, I gotta make sure the right emulator is popping up. Arts. I have, I have my other accounts running. It's like my main's on my tablet, but my other accounts are on the PC. So I always have those. But I don't want to. I want to minimize the amount of information I show about these because I remember that one guy got his account fucking stolen. It got deleted. He was a whale when he was a streamer. I don't want to do a story. What the fuck? I gotta go farm proofs of heroes. Whatever. He got his stuff stolen because there was enough information presented on the stream that the malicious actor was able to fool support that he was like the account owner. That just spooks the shit out of me, dude. I'm thinking what really happened was he might have the thief might have somehow seen a previous transfer code, but also at the same time, if he knew what device, like what emulator the guy was, like what device emulator was supposedly emulating, he could have tricked them. Why the fuck is I thought there was a Saber only? I hit the wrong node. I thought it was pirate then. I should probably turn the sound on, huh? I like to hear. This is my arts only account. Okay, arts only, as in I will be only pulling for arts characters on this account. I have a quick account that was supposed to be quick, but then I was like, oh man, Space Ishtar is so fucking good, and I need a grinder because I'm tired of using my scuffed fucking free-to-play Chengong team. What a fucking mistake that was, dude. Space Ishtar took everything. He's like, oh, maybe MP1. My plan was to have Barghest be my very first NP5 4-star. But no. He wasn't even my first NP6 or NP7. That was, technically, as much as it hurts to say, was Calamity Jane. No way I'm 1% short. You get the fuck out of here with that shit. So it was Calamity Jane. But, you know, Barghest past 7, she's number 1. I need to get 3 or 4 more copies of her to be able to max her out to 300 2 times. Why the fuck 2 times, you might ask, if you know anything about FGO. Because I can have her on my support list 2 times. And you're not gonna fucking stop me from using my resources. Yeah, you can call it a waste. I can never use 2 Barghests in the same party that are my Barghests. I would need to have mine and then a support. But fact is, when people go to friend me, they'll see that fucking thing. They look at my support list, and they'll see this man has 2 fucking bar guests. One in the all slot, one in the saber slot. They'll go to page 2, 2 years from now, and they're gonna see 2 fucking archer bar guests on the second page. You just can't fuck with that, dude. You're gonna see I have nothing but like a lady in my fucking CE slots. They'll never friend me, actually, because that's a fucking trashy thing to do. But they'll friend me for the events, actually, because that's the events ones I keep up to date. But my normal ones, all like a lady. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna see bar guest only, dude. And if they can read Japanese, they'll be able to read my message and be like, oh, that makes sense. Checks out. I was so torn. Because I needed an archer for the longest time. And I'm like, man, it was gonna be Zenobia. Because I do King Aurelian. Emperor Aurelian or Restitutor Orbis. The restorer of the world. In Roman history. He is so fucking cool to me. Like, I also should not have done that because now it's gonna harm her. But I guess I got Kong Ming in. But Kong Ming in the back. Oh no, that sounded real wrong. Kong Ming, fucking Zhu Liang. Alright. Fucking Jesus, never gonna do that again. Oh my god. But anyway, so I love Emperor Aurelian. He's my second favorite Roman. Who's your fucking first favorite Roman? Dude, it's Caesar, bro. But he's a fat bastard in this game. I don't know why they did that to him, but they did that to him. And since they added Zenobia instead of adding Aurelian, she's the closest I can get to getting Emperor Aurelian. Hell, even one of her skills I think is called Aurelian's Resistance or something like that, or Aurelian. Can't remember what the fuck. But I know Aurelian's name is in here, her kit. I don't like how FGO tries to display Zenobia. Like, she was from my understanding of history, she was a good woman, like an actually good leader for her kid, because her kid was supposedly the leader of Palmyra, but since he was too young to actually make decisions, he was like a figurehead, so she was kind of the one calling the shots. But usually when you have that type of power during that type of time, they just abuse the fuck out of it. Man, woman, doesn't matter. Mom, uncle, dad, don't give a shit. But she genuinely, you know, worked for the good of her perceived good of the empire. She was having to be the figurehead or the leader, as her son was the figurehead. But the problem was, she kept on inciting rebellions and trying to push back the Romans on their eastern front. And the first time, rain delay. The first time Aurelian Siege is what it's called. First time Aurelian went to stop the uprising, he let the civilians leave, I believe. No, sorry, that was the second time. Maybe. Either way, he made a speech that was like, if they want to stop or revolt against me, we'll leave not even a dog alive. And so his legions were like, let's fucking go and kill these bastards. And I believe delegations happened, and he let the people then come out. And once the people, at first they didn't believe it. There's no way this Roman's gonna let us walk free. He let them walk free, and it saved. Palmyra wasn't sacked. 1 second. Palmyra wasn't sacked during that time because the people, the innocent, left, and they bent the knee towards to Aurelian. So Aurelian and his legionaries took the city. They killed the conspirators and let it go. I believe the time came where Zenobia was trying to flee Palmyra, and she was caught trying to go to the east to get some allies. She was caught. And then shortly after that, like, if we came back to Rome, they had triumphs. They had her in chains, which is why Zenobia in the game is in chains. And and they had her on one of her chariots that she allegedly had built for herself. Very ornate, gold trimmed, jewel encrusted, all this stuff. It was really allegedly very beautiful, and she was, you know, a prize. She wasn't the only prize there, you know. Animals were taken, and then like the fucking some Gauls were there too. They were taken because, again, Restitutor Orbis or Aurelian, he healed. He brought together the Roman Empire to the size it was during the height of its power, and that, you know, was their northwestern and southern borders, southeastern borders. That he had to bring back into the fold. And anyway, the point is that a few months after that, Palmyra rose up again. This time, he fucking sacked the city because he was tired of going over there. And it was so destroyed that Palmyra never became a place of power like it was beforehand for the Middle East. Again. He fucking destroyed that shit. I guess I forgot to mention the fact that because there was no sacking of Palmyra the first time, his legionnaires were very upset, and so they were threatening mutiny. And the way that he cooled his soldiers' temper was, he said, "Well, I said we'd leave not a dog left alive, so kill all the dogs," and that made them happy. Because they're like, oh, he's funny. That got jokes. I don't know if they actually killed all the fucking dogs in Palmyra. But it'd be like that if it were. Sorry, one of my buddies sent me. Demo. Yeah, my thing. I mentioned I use FGA. And, oh, you're fucking using automation to fucking play? Yeah, because I'm not trying to click. Even if I didn't have multiple accounts, I'm not trying to fucking click and do this shit all the time. The reason I'm clicking through this and doing this manually is because I'm fucking streaming. Or, I guess more, I say streaming, I'm recording a video showing that I do this shit. But it doesn't matter. Like, in order to do this, I have to in order for the FGA to work, I have to run it anyway. So all I'm doing is multiplying my fucking inputs and saving strain on my fingers. That's what I really appreciate. Because this shit gets tedious after a while. And after a while, it's pretty fucking quick. I manually do the stories. Well, on my main, I manually do the stories, and then on my alts, I just fucking plow through it with FGA. And if FGA can't do it, then then I manually go through it. I think Deva went to bed because I see him offline on Discord. I think I'll end it here. The VOD's gonna be 2 hours and 10 minutes. Wow, that time flew by, huh? Oh, it's 12:30. I should fucking install the demo, dude. Show me the demo, Oji-san. Alrighty. But yeah, I really like talking about FGO. I like the characters in it. And no, it's such a cool fucking concept to me because I always like Amioji, which, let me tell you, around a couple of months from now, I think February or March, UVF is getting Amioji. It's getting their Amioji class, and I can't wait for that. I'm gonna play that one. Motherfucker, it's a row 5 class. I'm so hyped. I believe it's a Chaos Ruler and Yamato, so that's cool. I'm excited for that. I have to run this, what, 3 is 36? Yeah, 3 more times. Well, no, I'm gonna have to run it 4 times because I'm gonna get a point, so I'm almost done. I'm gonna try without, fuck. Next time I'm gonna do it without, Arash. I really like Arash. His, at least in the game, it's just lore, right? That he, God, it was, what, the Persians and Turks? I can't remember what the two forces were, the two countries at war. But his mythology is that he entered on a 100-year war. Maybe not 100 years, but a very long war between two nations with his display of archery with one of his arrows, which you can see is manifested here in as Stella. Fucking shoots one arrow and then kills himself because the story is that he fired the arrow and disappeared. No one was able to find whoever fired the arrow. But in the game, he is a very kind individual that tries to help his brothers and sisters during LB6, not LB6, sorry, Singularity 6 from the Lion King's ballad. Her tyranny. He's pretty laid back too. I like the older characters, like I like the characters that remind me of Milamau. You know, of a little bit older. You know, they're not 18 or whatever. They're in their 20s. They're like, they're just pretty fucking chill, dude. Like Hector is so fucking cool. He was my first character that I was like, dude, this guy is tight. Oh, you can see eventually. You'll see whoever you is. See that I have Hector in a lot of my friend support list, but I also try to put Mander Carter there. I'm trying to upgrade him on all my accounts. I give him the grails he deserves. Best friend, bro. Oh, Jadwayne's playing Central. Very cool. Alright, we got two boys in Jad. Oh, it's Jadwayne and Ren. Gianna. Oh, it's 40. Righty. So, let's do this. This is hypothetically. I can do this. Oh. I could use Landling for this. No, I can't. Why can't you use Landling for this, you may ask? Let's look at Zenobia's kit. Zenobia's kit has an attack up. Way to Palmyra. I believe her NP, yes, increases her attack. She gets 2 attack modifiers. Our young boy, Landling, increases attack and art card efficiency, but he doesn't add noble phantasm damage, so I get 1 less modifier if I use Landling. Yeah, my Landling's more upgraded than my Da Vinci ruler, but it doesn't fucking matter. I want to do more damage. The real thing comes into play is if I can actually loop, not so much loop, but 3-turn the node. If I can't 3-turn, then Landling's going in. But if I can, it's more optimal to do, or it's optimal to do this than Landling. Because when so Zenobia has her attacks up, and then Landling has his attack up. Those add together. But the attack up and noble phantasm damage up multiply. They are different modifiers. Oh man, dude, this is looking like my fucking NM90s pressing all the buttons. You dropping frames again. Alright, I'm at 87. I should be at 99. No, this is level 2, isn't it? Oh, I'm gonna be at fucking 98, dude. That's my problem. Alright, but it's okay. I also have an attack up from Zhuge Liang here. Zhuge Liang. Kong Ming. And so that's just more added. So you want to have the mix there. They die in the first hit anyway, so I have to just see. Yeah, I'm fine. I could 3-turn without him. Without Landlin. And what's nice with Zhuge Liang, sorry, is fucking this first skill of his increases crit damage, and Zenobia's Noble Phantasm also increases specs. So it's a nice team, I like to think. I'm gonna go back and listen to the video and see how my voice is compared to the game, because usually it's very loud, so I have it down so low. Her voice actress sounds so familiar. I just can't place it, dude. 2 runs, fuck it, I'm done. Let's go. Hang on, this is a demo, dude. 36 minutes left on this demo, dude. Fuck it. Waivers. I gotta fucking. I hope they have more of the fucking. What do you call them, man? The strange fake. I want to see more of that. Oh, I don't have any of the. I have the alert set, but it's all for fucking. I think I'm gonna be forced to do that. I think I'm gonna be forced to stream on Twitch and then upload the VODs on YouTube. I was thinking about reviewing anime. Not like some like, this is good because I like it, or not. Hang on, that's what I want to do. Is I think it's good because I like it. I want to be like, this is artistically beautiful and a masterpiece because of the depiction of this concept in this esoteric stills or frame or view way to look at the angle. The way they really encapsulate the character's sense of self or feel like some like I don't want to do that shit. I mean, I might have some of that because like there's something that is really obvious. I was watching Steins Gate, and whenever they do such a great job on helping the viewer feel as not distracted. What's the word I'm looking for? Overwhelmed is one of them. Disoriented, as Okabe was, with just the way they distort the lens, make it look like you're like a fisheye lens. It's really saturated, hard to really see anything because everything gets blurry and bright. And they come at you, seen with very weird angles. I don't mean like weird as in they're weird because they're bad weird. Like you look at his shoe, Lamau. It's like you're looking up at him as he's kind of like wading back and forth, or like it zooms into the part of his forehead or something. It's something that's really weird angles, or something's like obfuscating him slightly. Like that shit's cool. I like that. But you don't need to be smart to see that shit. Like you don't have to be pretentious. I shouldn't say smart. You don't have to be pretentious to be able to see that shit and stuff. So I was thinking about that, but then it just comes to the problem. I don't want to talk to people. I think that's like maybe that's a problem I should address. I'm just tired of it. Tired of hearing. Sometimes I'll be sitting there reading a Discord message from a conversation that I'm having, And I just go, who the fuck cares? And I just get up and walk away. Because I don't talk in voice chat so I can do that shit. Because I feel bad for leaving and while it's in voice chat, while I'm in voice chat from whatever. This just feels weird. Or someone will go on talking about a game I don't give a shit about, or some like Harry Potter fan fiction or something. I don't give a fuck. I'm glad you do. That's cool that you have your interests, man, but I don't care. And it wouldn't be like, oh well, you don't care about your friends or your people's interests. That's not true, and to a fault. Like, I'll listen to you talk about stuff that you like, but I'm not gonna sit there for fucking 2 hours and get a lecture on Harry Potter fan fiction. You know what I'm saying? Like, or when I sit there for 2 hours listening to you talk about conspiracy theories, or talking about how you fucking hate this or hate that, or like, fucking this is stupid. I'll listen to about what you like, but even still, you talk about it for too long, I don't give a shit, dude. It's just like, it's gonna be on the test? Is there a test? Am I in school? Fuck. But isn't that what you're doing with streaming? Yeah, I guess. But I mean, I'm not forcing you to be here. Whoever you is. Whoever you is, whoever you are. Wherever you are. I like your job, miss. That's all I gotta say. We always need more medals. There's never enough. Give me the quartz. I watch some of these FGO YouTubers. I don't watch them anymore. I should state. They're so abusive to the fucking people in their chat. This blows me away that people sit there and they fucking pay them. Like, making fun of how much they make. You know, it's like, oh, if you can't afford us, why would have? No fucking job, idiot. Like, dude, man. I'm bringing this up out of nowhere, but it's just kind of like the. Something is like, I remember I watched this Good Game Squad talk about this, where Alex Fostiani was like, I don't give a fuck about you, Davis. What you want to do, Dave? I don't give a shit. You shouldn't care about what I care about, or if I care about you, type of thing in that regard. Just, you know, we're friends. Do what you gotta do, bro. Like, I get that. That's a really asshole way of saying it, you know. There's a really asshole way of coming across, and but some people legitimately are like that. They just abuse the people on this other side of the screen because they just don't give a shit. And this granted, in Davis's and Alex's case, they were next to each other on the couch. But it's like, man, fuck, dude. We have such a mean society. We live in a mean society that has main character syndrome. It's like, it's the worst. Because it's like, oh man, you try to help these people? What is this saying? Those who need help the most are often the least that deserve it. Or the least to deserve it. Fuck, man. I mean, I know that's an idiom, but at the same time, there's some truth to that. Are you gonna go out of your way to help a fucking serial narcissist that manipulates people into losing their financial savings and shit? Like, that person needs some serious fucking help, but he doesn't deserve it. He deserves to go to jail. He or she deserves to go to jail. To be honest, financial crimes are not gender relegated. But it's just, I don't know, I'm talking about weird shit now. It's just like, dude, I don't get why people spend their money the way they do, but it's their money to spend, so I really can't say too much. It just fucking sucks when it affects me. Like with the gaming industry. Whatever, I'm playing a gacha game, so I'm a hypocrite. Even though I only fight for GSSR, dude, I'm still a fucking hypocrite because I play these things and give them my time. And it doesn't matter if this is a higher quality one. See, oh, you're paying a gacha game. It's fucking garbage. He's garbage. He's trash. Or all these are trash. I really wish there wasn't gacha, but the fact is, even before gacha games, there's gachapon. You know, it exists in Japan for a reason. But anyway, I'm gonna head out of here. The demo's not gonna be done. I still need to change for my pajamas and stuff, so. Anyway. If anyone is actually here, listening, have a good one. How do I stop this? Every fucking time. Will not be able to reconnect. Your stream will stop and you will no longer be live. Dude, does it